What's up, gems? It's your girl Breezy with another video. I am here today. First, let me say this. I don't know if I should have put a trigger warning out there because this may be triggering for some, but I think it's something good for us to talk about. So, as y'all know, I am a nursing student. I should be graduating in the spring. Woo woo. It's been a long journey, I can't lie. A lot of long nights, a lot of tears, a lot of sweat, a lot of, I can't right now. I want to go, but I can't. I got to study, and so on and so forth. It's been a sacrifice, is my point. And so I also have two small kids. I have a 6 and a 4-year-old. And so when I decided to take this on, I knew that there was going to be a certain level of sacrifice that I would have to make and that my family would have to make until I finish is my goal. Well, I was on TikTok last night. I know. I was on TikTok and a young lady put up a video that really made me think, well, let me rewind back. Had a conversation with a mentor of mine, a mentor at an old job. And this is the person that I had first told that I was going to go to nursing school. And she encouraged me the whole way through the prereqs. When I lost my job, she checked in to make sure I still was, moving forward with the goal, all that good stuff. And so she asked me, she said, well, you plan on graduating soon? And I said, yeah, I'm graduating in spring. She said, so what's next? And I told her, I want to practice and then I might want to do something else, maybe go into analytics. And she said, well, don't go to any more school. She said, because now it's time for you to be a mom, a full-time mom now, and not be so distracted with school, because ultimately the bulk of your focus always goes there when you're in these programs. And initially I was like, well, damn, why she gonna tell me that? But it brings me back to this point. I thought about it, I did, and I said, I didn't plan on going back for no more degrees anyway, because I already got a bachelor's, a master's, and I got this associate's in nursing, so I didn't really want to go back anyway. But it was interesting because I never really thought about it from that perspective, because, we all know we're making a sacrifice, but we never really think about it from the other end, right? Because we're like, well, I'm doing it for them, right? I'm doing this for them. Well, going back to what I saw on TikTok, y'all don't mind if I have a snack, do you? Because I'm kind of hungry. Going back to what I saw on TikTok, the young lady basically was talking about how she didn't like her mom or her dad. And she was talking about how her mother was in a bachelor's program and in a master's program, and she was so busy and so stressed out, she neglected her kids. And the young lady incurred some trauma. It's the R word. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get triggered. I don't want to get this video flagged. But she said there were things that happened to me in my childhood that my mother did not notice or pay attention to because she was so busy with school. And I would have preferred her to be present versus going to school. And I thought about it. Being a mama is hard. Being a mama is so difficult because you never really quite know if you're doing the right thing, right? You try to do your best. And ultimately our goal is we don't want to jack our kids up, but then sometimes you don't know you're jacking them up. And I think about what the girl said and what my old coworker said, and I put two and two together. A lot of times when people tell you, it's not too late to go back, you can do anything, if you still got breath in your body, you can do anything. Well, you can, but what is it going to cost? Luckily for me, my kids are still young, so, I have a lot of life to live to spend time with them and invest energy in them in school and all their goals and dreams. And I'm glad that I'm finishing up when I am, because they won't notice the sacrifices as much as if they were older kids. But in my mind, I think I'm doing the right thing. Well, not just me, it's a lot of us too. A lot of women, specifically Black women, we are the most educated bunch of people ever, right? We got the masters and the masters. And in the words of Kanye, baby, we degreed up, all of us. And every time you turn around, we're always in some type of program or certification or something like that, licensure. And you know what we always say? I'm doing this for my family or for my kids or for my husband or whoever you're doing it for, whatever, right? And then these two instances really made me think. You're doing it for them, but is that really what they want from you? I know, right? Some of y'all shaking your head. I know, right? Would they prefer you to be present versus getting another degree? Would they be okay with you not bringing in as much money, but you have more time to spend, more energy to spend? Would they, if they had a choice, would they choose you taking that consulting gig, that travel nurse role, that heavy travel job, or would they prefer you to stay home with them? I don't even know what to say, y'all. And I know I'm not the only one who struggles with mom guilt, especially when it comes from things that pull my time away from my kids. And what we notice is, or what I notice, that a lot of times kids get into more trouble and foolishness and fall behind when they have less supervision, right? They get less attention. I guess my question for y'all is, do you feel that our ambition, our mommy ambitions, are getting in the way of us being an actual mom? Or do you feel like it's par for the course and you can minimize the damage from the extra money you bring in? So I'm curious what you guys think. Like I said, mom guilt. Mom guilt is something that I never knew about. I never understood until I got into that role, right? And so you think about decisions that your parents made or things that they said or did, and in their mind they were doing it for you, but for you, you be like, girl, I didn't ask for that. That was for you. I don't know, YouTube, just in my head. I'm sure there's other people out there like me, but are our ambitions mucking up our kids? Let me know in the comments, guys. What do y'all think about this? Is this your first time hearing something like this, like what I'm saying? Or have you heard this before? Have you thought about this before? And then I'll ask you, if someone told you that you had to pay a price for your goal, and that price would be time with your children or your family or another sacrifice, would you still move forward? Or would you switch your goal up? Because when I decided to go back to school, nobody ever told me, well, it may not be a good idea. You know, you have young kids and they really need you and all this kind of stuff. Or it may not be a good idea. You know, how are you going to really be there for your family mentally? No one ever discouraged me from pursuing anything I wanted to pursue, which is great. I get the supportive piece for my individual goals, but no one really talked to me about the possible collateral damage that could come from pursuing these goals. And another thing that I thought about is when people tell you, get all your education out the way before you start a family, it makes sense now. Because you can be as selfish as you need to, and let's just be honest about it. Us going back to school, technically it is a selfish choice. It's something that we decide to do for ourselves, right? And we hope that it benefits the people around us, right? And we hope that it benefits our family. But what if it doesn't? What if whatever you're trying to do causes more harm than good later on down the line. You thinking you doing a good thing, and your kid is 19 years old telling you how they felt abandoned, neglected, and feel like they barely know you because you're in your own world, because you're always studying, going for the next degree or the next job or, you know, the next organization or whatever it is that's taking your time. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? I mean, it feels like I'm babbling, but not really, because if you're a mama, you get exactly where I'm coming from. Let your girl know. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.